Ron Harris here from MuscleDevelopment.com, wrapping up our coverage of the 2019 New York Pro, brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Another great show. This is always an exciting event. A lot of talent always comes out. This show has a reputation for being a place where the audience always gives a lot of appreciation to the athletes. It's always a good place to build momentum, to get going for the Olympia. So it's definitely packed with talent every year. This year was no exception. I'm not going to talk about all the divisions, but figure standout was Jessica Reyes-Padilla from Puerto Rico. Wow. That's all I could say about her. She just dominated the stage, just owned it. Beautiful woman, sassy, strutty walk. Wow. So Jessica cleaned house in the figure. Classic was something we were all looking forward to, and it did come down to the two guys we were looking forward to seeing battle each other. Alex Cambronero, who just won Pittsburgh a couple weeks ago, who was a very successful 212 competitor, transitioned to Classic, and he was up against the young kid from Georgia, Keon Pearson. Incredible shape on Keon. You know, there were a couple things. Each one had strengths over the other one. Alex had more of that old man muscle, as we say, the muscle quality and detail, just a little more density to the muscle that you only get after many, many years of hard training. Perfect shape, beautiful symmetry. But Keon did edge him out with slightly prettier shape, I guess. It had to be down to a couple points. When I see the scorecards, I bet it's down to like a 1 or 2 point decision between those two. Because it was one of those where when they were staying there before, everyone was holding their breath. Didn't know. A lot of people thought it was going to be Alex. Ended up being Keon. Congratulations, Keon. 212 class. Two guys who are typically top Olympians came out to play. And it did come down to the two guys we thought it was going to. Eduardo Correa from Brazil had a huge contingent here cheering him on. And online, let me tell you, you guys in Brazil, you're very good supportive fans to your athletes, because he got a lot of love online on Instagram, on Facebook. I thought Eduardo was going to edge out Ahmad Ashkanani from Kuwait. Eduardo has not been seen in 2.5 years, so this was a very good comeback. A lot of times guys come back and they're still shaky. The condition's not really there yet. They look rusty. Eduardo came back very strong. He was on his game. A lot of people thought he was going to pull off the win, and again, that had to be a very close decision. I bet it came down to a couple points. Ahmad Ashkanani, he's just built like a tank. He's a freak. He's got pretty decent structure and shape too. The back on him, it's like a king cobra. Very hard to beat. And Ahmad Ashkanani came out the 212 champ, and he got a lot of love online. Let me tell you, a lot of fans out there for Ahmad. Now, open, of course, the big boys, which everyone came to play. We had a lot of usual suspects in this one. A lot of local guys that have done well in the show many times. The heavy favorite going in was Juan Morel. He won this in 2015. He was second place to Nathan Dasher here last year. This year, he did pull off a second New York Pro win, which goes along with his Arnold Classic South America win from a few weeks ago. So Juan Morel is having a very good season. I imagine he's going to shut it down now for the Olympia, because it's been a pretty long year for him. Second place, Akim Williams, the mutant. Akim was huge. Akim was in pretty decent shape too. Very good shape. Came very close to winning. It was another one of those things where I think a lot of people out there thought he was going to take it too. So a very, very good showing from Akim. Third place, Milan Shadek from Czech Republic. The young guy, 30 years old, another 212 guy. He's moved not to Classic. He moved up to Open. He's bigger, kept his shape, kept his symmetry, condition. He actually looks much better to me now as an Open competitor than he did as a 212. And he's moving up. Third place here is no joke. You know, he beat out a lot of much bigger guys who were in good shape. So that tells you he's got a real future coming up. I don't know what he's going to do the rest of the season. He's not quite sure. But I think if he shuts it down, it's probably the smart thing. He's growing slowly. You'll see our interview with him. He talked about it. Fourth place, Jonathan De La Rosa. You know, I was really rooting for John because I know his personal story, what he's been going through this past year. It was still a very good showing. I thought he looked really good. He looked better and better the more he posed. The longer he stayed out there and posed, he dried out. He looked tighter and crisper. And, you know, if he had looked like that from the very beginning, maybe he would have done a little better. But still, you know, congratulations, Jonathan. He looked great. And fifth place, another local guy, Justin Rodriguez, always a factor in this show. I don't know how many times he's done it, but it seems like I've seen him here every year for the past few years. Very strong showing from Justin, great physique. Frontal bicep is one of the best shots in the business from that guy. Well, that'll do it. Thank you guys for following along with the play-by-play. Please go to the musculardevelopment.com forums, catch up on that. We also have the contest photos posted. We got some posing videos, pose down and award videos, all kinds of content, interviews. So please go check that out at musculardevelopment.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks to High Tech Pharmaceuticals for sponsoring our coverage, and we'll see you at the next one.